Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah,
This is
hello,
sick.
hello,
Yeah, this-
hello, post episode. Please look at my fucking immaculate character sheet.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
Oh, this looks good.
This is dope.
Clean right there.
Mm-hmm. Little things I'll point out. The separation, connects, and instigation post-it notes are the right colors.
Yeah.
I have also like come up with little symbols to represent them.
Yes.
I like it.
Yeah, you have a breakage for separation. You have two lines going together for connection. You have instigation is just an arrow, a forward arrow.
Mm-hmm. If you note on my parts, specifically my Mega Buster and my gyroscope system,
Yeah, you have the
I have
power
pennies
pick.
on them. Yes, I also have next to where it says 2 power, 1 power down at the bottom, 2 little blocks to denote how many pennies I need there.
Yeah.
This is
And a
really
little,
good.
I have a little, I moved the pennies such that you can see the little circular penny outline I drew to where to put them.
Is
Nice.
our penny a 1 cent?
Yeah.
Okay. We
What's a
don't
penny?
have those anymore.
Most
Yeah,
places
we're not
don't.
supposed to have them anymore, but we do anyway because it's the only coin that has Lincoln on it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Now, Roma, here's a question I had. If we have excess power that is not being spent, can we do anything with that? Because, like, in my head, what if, like, at any given time, if you have unspent power, you can just use that to add to rolls?
I don't know. I kind of, because like how I want to balance power is that you never have quite enough power for what you want to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're supposed
There needs to be reason for us to fever
Yeah.
a lot.
Right.
Yeah, you need to,
Well,
like,
yeah.
fever should be like, I can get, fever should be like, most of the time, like at the start, it's going to be like, okay, I can fever and I can use all my parts at once. And later on, it'll be like, okay, I can fever and like power most of my parts.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
That's fair. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess, we'll get better weapons. We'll get...
Yeah, you'll get better
Yeah,
weapons
better-
that are higher energy cost.
Yeah.
So like you,
I mean...
I thought about being like, you can start with a weapon that you can't power. Like there's a weapon on here that, like, I thought about giving you a 4 power weapon
Yeah.
at the start, and I'm like, nah, not yet. I don't want to drag this out
Okay.
with more options. So you have
Right.
like, here's 3, but here's 2 guns. You have big gun and little gun, and you have sword.
Mm-hmm.
Which 2 of those do you want? You want big gun, sword? Or do you want little gun, sword? Or do you want 2 gun?
Yeah.
Adding an extra, like, multiplier to that choice makes there 4 more options. So
There were like multiple copies of everything, right? So it's cool that we like doubled up in some cases.
yeah. The
Okay.
only thing that I wanted there to be one of is the accumulative energy generator.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that is like I feel like it's just better than.
Yes.
So-
Which is why we all wanted to take it, because we all did the math.
Yeah, I was like,
hmm
we want to do that? Yeah. Because, like, if you get into a fight with fodder, like, you're fucking unstoppable.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
Do
I'm
we-
comfortable.
think
Go
I think
ahead.
what you said, Sheila, is like a really cool idea for a modification.
Oh, yes, you can use excess power to fuel rolls.
Yeah.
Go ahead and put that in submissions so we
Yeah.
don't forget it.
Yeah.
Even though this is being recorded,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I watch these
Quick-
back sometimes.
It's quicker access.
It's,
Yeah.
It's better for it to all be like centralized.
Okay.
By the way,
So
whenever you do a submission, feel free to give it a title.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now.
Feel free to like do everything like other than proposing precise numbers. If you want to be like, yeah, it gives you this and this. it gives you prevents fall damage and some instigation. I'd be like, that sounds pretty good, and then I just like throw some numbers at it, and like, bam, there you go.
Gotcha. Okay. I want to note. I got the shield. I don't have a scarf, but I've got the shield.
Yeah.
I got like the Proto Man combo is also shield and gun because he's a better Sniper Joe.
Yeah.
And he also has a like human girlfriend in Olinka Kazakh.
You're being set up real nice right now.
Yeah, just throwing that out there. Don't worry about it.
Happy birthday, Carvok. Happy birthday.
Oh, remember, I had a question I wanted to ask, but didn't get to. I was gonna ask, like, what does it look like Pearl eats?
Oh, she said that she didn't have to.
I thought I was
You didn't have to.
I thought I was.
She doesn't have to eat.
Yeah. She doesn't have to eat down there.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
That
I
place is
want
in, like,
I
a
want to
weird
like.
stasis. Like, you age, but you don't get hungry.
Yeah.
Okay. I want a goal of mine is to bring her some food.
Yo, that's a good goal. That's a great goal.
That's a good damn goal, yeah. Okay. I know I keep like hammering this one point, but like in the games proper, the reason that Proto Man is like on Dr. Wily's side is because he was the generator that he ran on, the solar core was not yet like perfected into the version that would be given to Rock. So he was going to run down eventually, and in fact, that is the like Wily speaking as the devil was like, "Hey, isn't that weird that you were made with an expiration date, temporary? Like, why? If you could just build a guy, why would you build them so that they could die? I fixed that for you, by the way. That's why you're awake right now.
I see.
'Cause
So
he
Wily,
did-
like,
Yeah, because he did a run down all the way, and then Wily brought him back to life, basically.
Robert, I assume you've seen Real Brother Relationship.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He also has like because he has the Wily version, he still has a flawed like power generator, which is why his stats are different when you play as Proto Man in Mega Man 9 Plus.
You can play him in other games.
You can play him in other games, but like not for very long usually. And I've got the shield, and I also am the odd man out for the power generator that I have.
That's true. That's true.
I thought about this. I thought about just giving you the generator because you're the version 1.
I mean, hey, if you get to be the cool guy from those Mega Man games, I feel
Yeah.
This further justifies my request of, hey, can I have a big cool ponytail?
Yes.
Yep.
Now, Ricardo, do you have a favorite Mega Man character?
I'm Pot. I will have to like read the Mega Man wiki because no knowledge of Mega Man exists in this brain.
I'm trying to think because I don't know characters outside of Mega Man original
What about
series.
the
and Mega Man
shitter
X.
girl from Legends?
Oh, fucking what's her name? Tron Bon.
Yeah, Tron Bon. Tron Bon is a okay. Distinctions between peoples break down at that point because Reploids and humans have intermingled such that they are now one species. But like let that settle in your mind for a little bit.
Let that settle as the end of the Mega Man timeline in your mind.
Yeah, and
And
Tron Bon
Reploids.
Reploids, yeah. Tron Bonne feels to me like a Dr. Wily descendant in her like having a skull aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Is she a
she's
villain?
cool. No, I think you would like her. She's kind of an Oscar.
She's like a mischief character.
Like she's like a pirate queen, kind of. She's like a sky pirate queen, but for robots.
I see.
And also like very tsundere.
Right. No, that's clear from the character design.
Yeah. I didn't get that off of the character design.
I
but,
think
like,
it's clear from
anyway.
the character design.
All right, I might be like that's not my thing. So like I'm gonna be the odd man out there.
Oh yeah, no. 100%.
She has twin tails. She is a sun deer.
Yeah, look at this pose. Look at this pose.
Look at Rin Tosaka. Look at Asuka Langley.
Yeah, she is so. Oh my god.
Okay. Who else is cool in Mega Man?
Base.
Yeah, Base is the next place that I was going. Base is the Zero prototype.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at Base just now. Base is cool.
Yeah, Base in trouble.
We don't have a dog.
We don't have a dog.
We might get one.
We gotta get a dog.
What this outfit is insane. Like
Who the fuck is Axel?
What is she wearing? Dude,
Who's Axel?
every time I look,
Axel's from like one game, I think.
Basically one game.
There are these two bitches from X8. Three bitches.
I never thought that Axel was very cool, although I do like his character design.
Yo, Spider? This guy Spider?
Let's see. If we wanna like really stretch, who else do we have? El Piso, that's a guy. He's got a sword. He kind of sucks. Haruya is cool.
Alien? Wait, who's the guy who's an alien? Who he just says, yeah, Dr. Wily like found me.
Oh, name is not coming to me.
I don't remember. But Danny D Alien.
Yeah.
Tom, I did not know you were so into Mega Man.
I did.
Yeah. I
had to get in. I had to get in deep.
I'm a Mega Man lifer.
Oh, this is cool. This is really interesting.
One of these days, I'm gonna tell you the Ballad of Dr. Wily.
Also,
Dr. Wily is so cool.
I listened to this album today. I like half listened to it. I didn't like. I was on work, so I couldn't pay like that much attention to it. But like, I was like, wait, why does this sound like some Mega Man shit? And then I like looked into the album more, and I just saw it was like a fan Mega Man thing. It was like based off Mega Man. And I was like, oh, this is some crazy nerd shit. This is some like insane nerd shit.
Yeah, you've been playing some insane nerd shit the entire time.
Yeah, this is the most nerd.
Yo, there's a guy named Joe in Mega Man Legends.
Also,
I gotta let you. Okay. There's the other deep cut in my brain for this is the Mega Man song for Mega Man 2 from The Adventures of Dwayne and Brando. That is also permanently seared into my mind, even though it totally doesn't hold up at all. It might be catchy. I hope it's catchy to people other than me. Definitely a part of my origin story in Mega Man is that it was really easy to make really good derivative sprites out of, and so Mega Man was highly influential in the sprite comic era.
Mega Man sprite comics walked so Homestuck fan trolls could run.
They are easy to change. They are easy to make. I know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I gotta think about guys. But all right, wait, no. Before I like spiral off into thinking about other guys in like, man, I wonder if there's like Pearl is kind of our Ilea, um, and kind of our Iris, and also a little bit of a Roll.
Yeah, who are these ladies?
And a Rock.
Who are these ladies from X8?
How is she Rock?
But also, because before Rock was modified into Mega Man or Rockman,
Yeah.
Rock was Dr. Light's lab assistant.
Yes.
Yeah, very specifically. And
I thought,
so
what if you give that to Roll?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that just would be better.
Yo, Mega Man, he's like the trad husband. He like goes out. He's the day winner. And Roll. She stays at home where it's safe, and she builds robot parts for Mega Man. Because she's also the shop in like the later Mega Man games. Like it's not Dr. Light you buy parts from. It's her.
Mm.
Yeah, and before you guys get a flying robot dog.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We need to get up this leg, and time is limited, so we have to rush.
Yeah.
I've just been listening.
I get that one. I get that one.
Yeah, it's like Sonic Rush, guys. It's like Sonic Rush.
Yesterday,
never changed how fucking never changed.
Yesterday, I just listened to this fucking song for like an hour straight.
Now I'm playing it in the recording right now.
To get in the fucking headspace.
Excellent. Oh, yo.
And now I can't listen to it anymore because I'm.
Why not? Oh, I see.
Right. Yeah. You can get up to 10 seconds.
Well, it's a video game song, so I don't think so.
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
I don't know if Nintendo still does that shit.
They do.
I think for music,
people just got used to it.
A little more lenient, yeah.
Yeah, people put like Nintendo music in their video essays all the time for that reason. I think.
I don't trust Nintendo. I don't trust Nintendo like that.
Yeah, they can change their mind at any time.
That's true. They can.
Also, like you won't get like striked. They'll just take money from the video.
Yeah, but we don't
for
get
now.
I don't think she. Yeah, good point.
Yeah, it is. Remember that they can change their mind at any time, so we might have to.
Yeah, no. When they say they can take money from it, that means we own that.
Mm-hmm.
And have full rights to it and can do whatever you want to it.
Yeah. So, okay. There are other Mega Man guys. There's a lot of other Mega Man guys. I strongly encourage looking at the Robot Masters.
I hear someone playing that. I think that was the Hounds.
What?
Oh, was that audible?
A little bit. I think I heard the Hounds.
Yeah, Bandcamp is really loud, so I linked a volume extension.
You could sort of hear it. You can almost hear the Hounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had that song stuck in my head as well.
It's so good. It's such a toe tapper.
I did not expect to hear the song when I listened to this album, especially with how it started.
Yeah.
I don't know how I know this song. Memes, maybe. I don't know. But like when I heard this song on work, I was just like doing I did this. I was like like I was head down and then I heard this song and I was like, what? And then everybody, like my coworker, looked at me with, and I was like, I just pointed to my earbuds that I have in my head. I don't know how I know the song, but it's so familiar to me. I think the song is in Tekken. The song is in our Tekken. That's what I feel like.
Vile has a really cool character design. He's got the shoulder cannon. Not Vile. Not to be confused with Dr. Vile, which is EI. Weil, who might be Dr. Wily's severed head who lived for another 1,000 years and then got converted into biometal and then lived for another 1,000 years.
Oh, Vile is cool.
Yeah.
Vile has the Saiyan like the Saiyan warrior like
Yep.
thing on.
I thought you would like that design.
That's cool.
Vile does suck. He's like a total bastard.
Yeah. He's like a maverick before the Maverick virus was a thing. He chose to be a terrorist.
Yeah. Although it's like nope. I'm not doing an infinite deep dive of Mega Man lore, because if I keep going, I will never stop. Okay. Vile is also not to be confused with Vent and Isle from Mega Man ZX. Okay, so
surely there's a Mega Man anime, right? Like this has to exist.
There's a Mega Man cartoon, and there's
a Ruby Spears cartoon. It's very funny.
I posted a clip from a YouTube poop from a Mega Man cartoon.
A foundational YouTube poop.
Like 15 years old.
Yeah.
Almost as
That's
old
the same...
as Act 2.
Yeah. that's the same guy who made It's Over 9,000.
Oh.
That's Kajmaster Kajet, also known as Kajeto-kun. Yeah, that's a foundational piece of internet culture. So, what I'm saying is you got a lot of character design and color choice to choose from. You also to play with color schemes. Every time a Mega Man uses a boss move, he changes his color scheme.
Yeah.
Which is also partly what our color change is about.
Yeah.
The city on, you forget who plugged the city in. I'm just listening to it. It's just going in my ears.
This cartoon is ugly as sin.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
I don't know. I kind of like I love that kind of dopey look.
It looks like the cover. It looks like the guy in the cover. Unlike the video game box cover.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can cover.
Yeah, it looks
correct.
It looks so goofy.
And that foundational YouTube poop is like, dude, isn't gay sex so funny? And I'm like, digressive, yes.
All right. How do we feel about the introduction to the Land of the Dead?
Fucked up. Skilly.
Yeah. It's real bad out here.
Mm-hmm. So,
I feel like the sky as described to us that we can see from around the city is the sky from the cover of Act 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's also the sky from the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I have like Escape from New York in my brain.
Good.
As like a reference point.
That's definitely a pretty explicit reference.
I just came up with a really interesting modification submission.
Ooh, I like it. You see.
This was directly inspired by a guy has a shoulder cannon.
Hammer space adapter. You have use access to your storage equipment.
Instead of like needing to swap it in and out, you just have like a shoulder mounted thing that can also use what you have in storage.
Yeah, I had something like that. That was one of my ones that had that's like the modification I have that requires no power.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah,
I call it hot swappable fuses, where it's just you can like armored core unit, you can just push swap. Like you push the bumpers on the controller, and your arm just like flies over your shoulder, and you get a new arm to replace it. And that's the one that you have like in storage on your back.
Right. I just really like the idea of you're pulling a weapon out of your back and using it. Oh, like hammer space. Yeah. It just comes out of nothing.
Yeah, I dig it. I'm really glad that Pearl is like remember all those times over the last season and a half where we were like, man, what's happening with Pearl right now?
I do remember them.
Yeah, no,
that must have that must have been like another one of those like having to really chill on what you will and won't say.
I mean, that one was easy.
Yeah, it's like, easy to do, but
if I like, I could literally meme at you guys and tell, like, I could just outright tell you what it was. I'm like, oh yeah, she's like, she's probably like building robot bodies for you to jump back into or something. Like, I probably could have said that and would have gone off as a joke.
Well, you rascal, you.
I didn't do it though.
I think we're too paranoid for you to have said that, and
no, if you would have said that, I would have just thought it would have been true.
And this is why I don't say anything whenever you guys are yucking it up about future plot developments, because no matter how dumb the thing I say is, it will be taken as
you will be believed.
Wait,
yes.
What if that's true though?
What if we put our Minecraft beds together? Unless you don't want to. I'm so serious about them dice being rigged. I am like.
Yeah, I mean, how do you know I didn't just swap the bot out with an identical one while you weren't looking at some point during the week?
I mean,
and then
you don't even have to swap it out. You can just it can just be weighted.
Yeah, I could just have bot commands.
I don't know what that bot does. Does anybody else?
What am I fighting for? Yeah, that's a legendary moment. That game's great.
I never played X4. I had X5 as a kid.
Well, I say it's great. It's like pretty good. It's fine.
Here's how hard up I am for Mega Man. I had a copy of Tips and Tricks magazine that included a guide to Mega Man X5 that I got just out of the blue, and I read that Mega Man section hundreds of times.
Nice.
So that I basically had the guide of where all the parts were memorized at the time when I finally got to play it 5 years later.
Yeah. I did that as a kid. Where like I would just like fucking read guides for games I don't own.
Yeah. I also did that with Soul Calibur 2, and you know how that turned out.
I love video games. Nice. Yeah. If you're wondering which Mega Man games are like explicitly I played them all the way through, that's 1, 2, X. And I want to play Legends, but I haven't gotten to it yet.
Yeah. Legend is deservedly beloved.
I also went through the well, something I'll say about that is that I've found that old gamer YouTube fucking hates Mega Man Legends. Like they used to hate it. I don't know how they feel about it now, but like there's an AVGN review where they review Mega Man Legends where they just totally dog on it for like, wow, this is so much worse than Ocarina of Time. Like fucking move over. And I'm pretty sure Ego Raptor does the same thing. Basically, where it's like these controls fucking suck. And this game has like story in it. I don't play Mega Man for the story.
Guys, here's my favorite Mega Man character. This is Adhering Susie.
Yeah. Try to be more like Adhering Susie, guys. Adhering Susie has good connection.
Because she sticks to you.
Yeah.
She adheres.
Yeah. I also played like Mega Man 1 through 9, just like the first level, just to be like, I wonder what this game has going on. And then I'm usually like, yeah, this is some Mega Man game.
A key aspect of Mega Man.
Yeah, can't you like choose the space stage in every Mega Man game? Like all the levels, you could just choose.
There's like a default first level, and then there's, or at least in some of them, it depends.
There's usually a narrative level, and then the real game.
And then it opens up after that.
Right.
Yeah. And sometimes your choices have consequences in that if you try a level too many times without beating it, then like stuff changes. I really like those games. Yeah. X5 in particular has consequences for not like a deadline. Where if you don't beat all the levels quickly enough, they drop a space colony on the Earth.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Mega Man X is pretty cool. Mega Man X is like very story heavy.
Oh, Vile's the guy in the power suit.
Yeah, in the start of Mega Man X. He's Vile.
Yeah.
Those are called ride armors.
Yes.
Vile's cool.
Now
I like Vile. I like his helmet
right there.
Mm-hmm.
That probably requires a lot of power, though.
Probably would.
Yeah.
You probably have to overheat like every time to use that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's even a mechanic in that Mega Man game. Well, in many Mega Man games. I even played Mega Man Extreme.
Extreme.
Game Boy game.
That is a Game Boy Color game. Mega Man Extreme 2 is the one that I played.
Yeah, which ones have you played and which ones have you not played? Just like run down, do all the Roman numerals for me.
All right, so Mega Man 1 and 2, I beat like straight through.
Yeah. They're short. 2's easy.
Yeah. 2 is so much easier than 1. It's insane.
Oh yeah.
Listen, you're into Mega Man when you develop an intuition for disappearing block puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's fucked up. I'm not getting to that point.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
When you just know where to jump next, and then like I felt like I trained for that when I got to that section in I Want to Be the Guy, because I was like, oh, this is like this Mega Man jumping over disappearing blocks puzzle plus this Mega Man jumping over blocks puzzle.
You're good.
So I just knew what to do. Let's see. I played X and X2, but not as much as I wanted to, because they belonged to a friend. I didn't have a Super Nintendo.
So wait, you said Mega Man, Mega Man 2.
Mega Man 2.
Yeah, any other the Roman numeral games?
There are others. I think I play because then I started using save states. Because like beyond Mega Man 2, I was playing on emulators.
Yeah. No, I play with Rewind.
No, I played Mega Man, Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3, and Mega Man 4, and then I went back to 3 and 4 later. I think I played all the way to 7, and I didn't finish 7.
Okay.
And then X2, not very much of either of those because I didn't have access. I beat the fuck out of 5. And I always wanted to go back and play X6, but by the time X6 was releasing, like, it was in this, like, in-between state where, like, it's about time for the GameCube to start coming out, and also we were moving a bunch. So, like, the stable ability to do that was not really available to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then I played Mega Man 9. Let's see. I dabbled in 10, but I didn't beat 10. Honestly, I didn't beat 9. 9 went back to being like Nintendo hard.
What about Mega Man 11?
I haven't played 11. No.
Okay, so that's all the X games. That's all the mainline games.
I played Mega Man 0, Mega Man 02, Mega Man 03, Mega Man ZX, a little bit of a Mega Man.exe game. It was Network Transmission. It's like a spin-off of EXE. I didn't like the chip system, and that's a holdover from the tactics RPG that is Mega Man.exe series.
Yeah.
I was never interested in Star Blazers. Or Star Force, pardon. Which is the sequel to the EXE series. I played a little Mega Man Legends, but I didn't have very many N64 games. So, like, we really had to be choosy, and I was skeptical of the lack of helmet on Mega Man.
Yeah, I classify Mega Man Legends as a PS1 game because the controls on the PS1 version
that's
are
correct.
Way better.
Yeah, that is a much better way to play that game. I played Mega Man the Fighters. Not a ton of that one. That was in the emulator era.
Yeah.
And no one else at the time was willing to play with me because the other Mega Man heads that I knew I didn't live nearby at the time. That was when I was in Chicago.
What kind of fighting game is that?
What else?
Says Simon.
It's like in the vein of a Smash Brothers.
That's cool. Well, thanks for your extensive history. Basically, Z and like the first half of the Roman numeral games, which is basically all that. Like, I think like 8 and 9 mattered a little bit, but you know, whatever.
I always heard stuff about Mega Man 7.
Yeah, 7.
As being
Mega Man 7 is widely beloved. Yes.
Yeah.
I thought it was fine. Like I just played the intro mission of each one, and I was like, "Yeah, this is fine." Usually, Mega Man 2 just like starts and is like, "Oh, this is a good level in a video game." All the other ones are like, "This one's kind of hard. This one's a little spammy. Not quite there for me." So I just like flew through them all. I like learned what happened to them, learned what happened in each one, but like when you call out like, "Oh yeah, drum and bass," or not, no, bass and treble.
I also played Mega Man and Bass.
Yeah,
forgot about that one.
That's a Game Boy game, right?
It's Game Boy Advance.
Okay. Coin noises. How you doing over there?
I just put the tokens and dice I'm using in a little box. That's how I'm doing.
It's a little loud.
Really crinkly. Man, I really, really love Mega Man. Okay, so in an unlockable armor set that you can get in Mega Man games will give you like if you do the Hadouken input or the Shoryuken input, you'll do super moves because it's a Capcom game. You see,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Yeah. It's great. I love the art. I love the character designs.
I like the concepts.
I have strong
of
feelings
the
about
story.
CL. Say again?
I like the concepts of the story of Mega Man.
Oh yeah.
I think a lot of the stories are like bad or nothing.
Yes, very often. I found the Zero series to be incredibly compelling. I love those to death.
That makes sense. I'm thinking about like Mega Man 2. I think Mega Man 2 like doesn't have a good story. It's just like the way it tells it is a lot better. Like it has basically one cutscene that matters, and that's the very last one, and it's like, yeah, sick. What's it? There's a progression of levels. It's really good, but like also Dr. Wily just pretends to be an alien for one level. Like, why not?
Yep.
Like literally no reason is given, and like not even a retroactive reason is given. It's just like, and then the end. There's a dragon. Why does Dr. Wily make a dragon? Dr. Wily just makes a dragon. Shut up. Deal with it.
Yeah, he has such a silly approach to character design in his robots. It's like charming as well as threatening.
Yeah, it's like that dragon reminds me of the dragon from Cuphead. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably actually like crossover there because Cuphead is, hey, we made a Mega Man game and we made it look like the 30s.
Yep.
All right, this has just been me going on about Mega Man for a little while.
Yes. Let's see who has been talking the most in this episode.
Probably you.
Probably me, huh? I'm trying to see where do I see that button at?
Can you do it on mobile? I'm not finding it. You click the person thing next to the call time. If you're on a desktop.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see like the number. I'm not currently seeing it. Well, if someone finds it, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
Talk was high up there last time I checked it.
Perfect's always high up there.
Yeah.
Connection info? No, not connection info. Stats. There's a stats page. Speaker stats.
Yeah, there you go. Speaker stats.
Okay. Wow, we're 7 minutes apart.
Yeah, a lot of that has been in the last 30 minutes. Last 45 minutes.
Okay. Like, I feel pretty satisfied with like learning the system so far. I feel like I'm gonna like the taking on of parts and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
How does everyone feel about the damage multiplier for how much damage a weapon does?
That's so good.
It's
I like it. Yeah. It's a really good fix for like the issue you were talking about, and it makes equipment matter in a really cool way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like it reminds me of like the Dark Souls damage system.
Oh, if you want. Oh, by the way, a crit it jumps to 1 times.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Cool.
That's
You deal
really
20
that's
damage.
really cool. That's really cool.
That's very cool.
Fun.
It like
Shot.
oh, that's so good. That's so good. How do crits work?
How do what work?
How do crits like how do you get a crit? What
It's just a 20 on the die, right?
I'm thinking it's 20 on the die, or if you get over 25.
Mhm.
I'm floating that in my brain.
Mm.
I've been mulling it over for a couple weeks.
if you get over 20? Okay, yeah. Inclusive of 25 or
I don't think so.
okay, makes sense.
That's for when we get into like, you know, like if you guys have, like I'm thinking about it. That's that's like the end game. That's like end game is like, okay, want to have the amount of crits like go up dramatically. But I want it to be like, oh, you roll. Because like a 30 is basically the highest you could possibly roll. That's like a nat 20 plus 10. Right. So making it a 30 doesn't do anything. Making it maybe it should be like 27 and up. I feel like 27 and up is like pretty good.
Let's say I'm trying to get like a pot, right?
Like
If I get a crit, is it guaranteed? Like I just guarantee get the pot?
Well,
it's gonna be depending on what you do, right?
oh, you mean like so for advantage rules still apply. So like if you want to apply advantage to things, like
that's powerful.
And double advantage would allow a crit. I don't know how you would get a double advantage on like an attack. I guess like, if you're like if you like put a robot in a hole and you like are supercharged, and you want to shoot them really good, then you could do that, and that would be just like, oh yeah, if you're shooting a fish in a barrel, you get a crit. Yeah, I'm like looking at the amount of times that you've gotten like above a 25, and it's pretty rare. But like it happens.
Yeah.
Even if you have like, even with you guys having like plus 10, it's pretty rare. It's like maybe like once or twice per session. It just makes it.
And that's if we're rolling a lot.
Yeah, and that's when you're rolling like 10 times, 15 times per session.
Can somebody read me the fever text? Like the no, never mind. I can just look at it in Simon's paper.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, double your power for 2 turns. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, if you overheat, if you like fever and then like take your 2 turns, overheat, and then you were to like fever again, I'd probably be like, okay, your next overheat is going to be 2 turns.
Gotcha.
That's why it's not like overheat for 1 turn. Also, that wouldn't fit. The hard part for that text was like I had it planned out for like what each thing did, but getting the text to fit and be readable at a glance, that was the hard part.
Yeah,
that's part of the challenge of these character sheets is that they have to also include all of the rules that aren't just intuitive.
Yeah.
That's the problem with designing your own character sheets. That's why the first one is 1/3 explanation. and there is progressive, and then that eases you in, and then the second sheet is like no explanation. It's a puzzle. You have to figure out how it works. And then the third sheet is, all right, we have engaged fucko mode. We have real mechanics now, and I didn't have to sit and like write an entire book about it. You just had to play the campaign, and now I can hand you a sheet that looks like this, and you get excited. You're like,
big time. All right, I'm pretty pleased with finding out the fallout of the decisions that we made. It would have been cool to see Alvis meet us. I guess that's going in my questions list. Is like, what would Alvis like? How would it have gone differently if we didn't intervene?
I would have fucking decked his ass if he was there.
Okay, what did you have planned for that?
I was gonna try to hit him and then
say
rant to him about like his arrogance. And like Roma would describe him like, oh, he looks so sad and like such a baby. He's so crying right now, and I would just keep fucking going, and then eventually she'd realize, okay, maybe I should fucking stop. But she would keep going a little longer than it would be good to.
Yeah.
what is Sheila's frustrations with Alvis?
It's just like using
wind, by the way, Ricardo.
Oh, sorry.
I know you got
Fine.
down.
I'm in my bed.
Okay.
Gotcha.
It's letting the power get away from him and letting it, you know, him not being responsible enough with it is the thing that she's upset with. Is the arrogance.
Gotcha.
The arrogance to make a thing and think that it won't be used for evil ends.
Yeah, you have to think about, when you invent something, you have to think about how it will be misused.
Right, exactly. And
which is
in her head, if you thought about that, then you shouldn't have made it. And if you didn't think about that, then you're a fucking idiot.
That's why there's like 3 entire fields of study that I'm still not teaching you guys.
Yeah, exactly. And like I think a lot of that comes from, I think that's a lot of the Sheila Janai mix coming to those feelings. Or like Sheila comes to the like, well, you know, when you build something, it's inevitably going to be used to hurt people. And Janai going, you are evil if you do not think about the consequences of your own actions.
Cool.
I'm really going in hard with both of them. Like the entire time I was thinking about the two of them as the person I am.
That's cool.
I don't know if that was true for you, Tarbuck, but
we're kind of there's obviously some flip-flopping there, but it's like we're a patchwork of a person.
Right. Yeah, for Sheila and Janai, you know, what she said I think is true. It's just like, yeah, it's 100 times 2.
Instead of 62 and 48,
Yeah.
42 and 68.
42 and 68. Yeah.
Sheila is 50, 50, 100.
50, 50, 100? Why 50, 50?
50, 50 because it's like 2 people, 100.
Oh.
50, 50, 100 is just like a meme. Like,
Gotcha.
like you guess, like 50, 50 is like, okay, like it's a coin flip. You could guess wrong or right, but you guess wrong like all the time. You guess it's you know, you guess wrong 100% of the time. 50, 50, 100.
Gotcha.
But you know,
That's
50, 50, 100 is also just like 200 is also just 200.
Yes.
100 times 2. 50, 50, 100 is like a Mario Maker like me.
Gotcha.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do we get to the vlogging part of the podcast, or do we break off for that? Or do we still?
I just want to
about?
I want to praise the mechanics for a second of the parts choice. I feel like we were like pushed to make interesting choices.
Oh yeah,
in a way that I find satisfying.
It's it's pretty cool how you manage to make like such a tight system with such concise choices feel very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's how that's how the interlocking systems like work together. That's
yeah.
Like this is what Armored Core works off of. It's actually not complicated to build a really like cool mech, but the things that make it complicated are like, like, do I want big sword that swings slow and hit hard, or do I want little sword that swing fast and hit quick? Well, do I want fast legs, or do I want slow legs with more health? And then those are both very simple choices in isolation, but when you put them both in context of each other, it's like, oh, like could be like fast and have quick legs. Then I'm really, really like easy to destroy.
Yeah, fragile.
But if you're slow and you have a big sword, then like it's really hard to fight something that's really fast. Like if you are the slow one in a fight in Armored Core, then like you are at such a disadvantage. But also you have more health.
Because there was ample opportunity to, I want to like have a sword in storage. I'm actually using my storage to hold a weapon. I feel like everybody else is all geared up.
That's fair. You can say that. I'll submit.
I have open space, but I don't need it.
Yeah, you already have a sword that is better than the base.
Yeah, I would just like, you know, her thought would be, I don't need to take excess. I can leave it for the future.
I mean, you could hold something for Ricardo. If Danny wants something, you could hold them.
80 plus gold. What is that? What is that a reference to?
That's how you rate power supplies. So like you have 80 plus like silver, 80 plus platinum, 80 plus gold.
I see.
And that's like the efficiency rating of the power supply. So like how much less power is like wasted as heat.
I'm writing my stats in for weapon and all that.
Dude, we got a new card today. Oh, are we still recording?
Yeah, we're still recording.
Yeah,
we want to wrap up.
We can talk about that later.
Oh yeah, there were several things where I was like, we'll come back to that later. Does anybody remember any of them?
For one, but that's an off hours.
Yeah,
thing.
that's an off mic.
Off mic.
Do I remember?
Most of the stuff was like Mega Man stuff.
Yeah.
Which to everyone other than you and me, I guess, is.
Hey, yeah, I knew who Tron Bond was. I get some of it.
You know who Tron Bond is because you think she's hot. Okay, like let's be honest.
I also know who Base is.
I was very impressed that you know who Base is.
Same reason.
Fair. Good point.
I know Zero from Marvel vs. Capcom. And I know Tron Bond from like that Tatsunoko vs. Capcom.
Did I ever tell you about the time they dropped the Eurasian supercontinent on Zero from space twice?
What?
And then 100 years pass, and then they do it again.
When was this?
X5, X6, and 03?
Yeah, they like
fascinating.
They like destroy that world
many times.
I think at the end of the last X game, there's like literally no humans left.
Humans definitely exist because CL is a human who invents biometal as the replacement energy for the. I'm going too deep. She creates the technology that gives us the ZX games.
Okay. Which those are basically biomoids.
Biomoids.
Yeah. When you are a biomoid, it mean like you have like your little guy who's like almost a fairy. It's the evolution of the cyber elves.
Of course.
And
from the Elf Wars, of course.
From the Elf Wars, yes. And one of those little guys happens to contain the still living mind of Dr. Wily.
Oh, good, great. What a great thing for it to contain. How convenient.
It's been so long.
How does one? Yes, it's been so long. And how is one guy the cause of literally all of the problems in the Mega Man universe?
He was the true creator of free will.
It's literally only one guy.
He's the main character.
Yes.
What do you mean he's the true creator of free will?
Okay, the Zero virus, which is what creates Mavericks, is actually just Zero's base programming.
That's a Sigma virus.
It evolves into the Zero virus through its contact with Zero, because it merges back together with its original base programming, which is why Zero is like extra. That's why Zero is an extra special boy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So what you're saying is 0 is 100 times 2.
Yes. So Proto Man, strictly speaking, is the first of what you might call independent intentionality, but that is different from free will.
I was thinking about X.
Yeah, X is the next like champs at that. X is like true learning and a fully conscious mind. In a consciousness that we would recognize, but there's still like the element of programming, and then to fully go beyond the element of programming is 0. Like that, and 0 was built before X was, so really Dr. Wily had it in the bag. The prototype for 0 being base was like when base was like, you know what? I'm going to be better than Mega Man in every way. I'm going to be better than Mega Man at beating Dr. Wily.
Oh,
and that's the plot of Mega Man and Base.
That's cool. That's a nice little villain turned rival story.
Doesn't Base die at the end of that game?
Oh, spoilers.
I don't remember. Probably.
No, wait. What's the guy who's not Base, who's Mega Man's rival, who's not Proto Man? Who's the third tier rival in the fucking Mega Man like original Roman numeral games?
Oh,
you named him earlier.
I'm trying to remember his name. It's like King.
He's there for one game and then he dies.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, that sucks.
Yeah, it's not Breakman because Breakman is secretly Proto Man.
Breakman is, oh god.
There's like 3 guy who is secretly Proto Man.
He really gets around.
Yeah.
Breakman is so funny. Breakman.
Are you satisfied that I finally got to deliver the bit that I've been really trying to hold back of Samson going, are you guys some kind of like proto-men race? Some kind of race of proto-men?
Oh, that links it all together, because I almost said they're like proto-humans like multiple times, and I was like, nah, describing people as proto-humans has some like racist baggage behind it. I'm gonna not say that. But proto-man, a proto-man is like exclusively a good thing.
Yeah.
It's the coolest thing. Proto-man has a ridiculously better character design than Mega Man.
He's pretty cool. But he's like the cool older brother character, so he's gotta look cooler.
Yeah. maybe not for where they what they evolved into, but blues cooler than X or cooler than rock. Blues is cooler than rock at in origin. Yeah, the really old rock. I'm talking to myself. I realize.
You are.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Blues is the civilian name of Proto Man. Because rock
Blues
comes from blues.
You say civilian name. That's just their name in Japanese.
Yes, but in English, it's his civilian name.
Okay, sure. Drug. X's, I don't think that's a good idea.
X.
And hearts are... That is done.
What are we?
I don't think you should. I don't think you should reveal to us if you're gonna put them in or not. I think it's more interesting if we don't know. If we get given it randomly or see an enemy with it. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's a fair thing. I'm just, I'm just culling expectations.
Yeah, I'm just throwing stuff out. I don't. Yeah. I like if it's in, it's in. If it's not, like yeah.
Yeah, one of those is more health as a modification slot, and I'm like, all mod slots did not be just a stat upgrade.
Yeah.
I'm
like thinking about
and
like
requires less power to use. I'm like, that is way too good. Because if it's one less power, it's like, oh, everything that is 2 power is 1 power, and I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
you never have to upgrade your power pretty much ever through the whole game.
Well, for the use back mod, I guess you already said the use back equipment mod you already had.
Yeah, the heart is, I have written it down. It is in a sheet. If I haven't responded to it, that means I haven't decided yet. Or I haven't written it out yet.
But like for like these last two, I was thinking they have like maybe like one-time use or like short time or like just like because they are really good, so like they have to have some kind of drawback.
Yeah.
I really like the strategic decision of deciding on your build.
Maybe you could like, Rome, are you familiar? You probably aren't, but there's an RPG like meta system called the Cipher system, where basically like powers and abilities are often just like single use things. So maybe you have like a collection of like single use stuff.
I kind of like, so equipment is going to be like, it's none of it, I don't think any of it's going to be single use, and none of it is going to be permanent. All of it is, it's going to be kind of like Breath of the Wild, where like shit is going to be breaking constantly.
Oh, not my big scissors. I hope not.
Yeah, that's kind of how I thought you were gonna do it. Like,
yeah, like if you're in combat, like, and you take a big hit, like something on you breaks.
Yeah,
gotcha.
That's why I felt comfortable putting. Oh yeah, less power requirement.
Yeah,
gotcha. I think it might be interesting knowing that we have a limited number of shots on something, and we can represent that by like checkboxes or something.
Yeah, I mean, I could write whatever I wanted into one of these mod slots, and like it rules now. Like,
yeah,
one of them could be like one free teleport. Pick a place.
Ooh, I actually have something for that.
It's whatever makes even like vague sense, because we're in 20XX now.
Mm-hmm. I like how you say that like it's so obvious. Just like, oh yeah, we're in 20XX, you know,
The trailer
anything's
said.
possible.
Mhm.
I know, but like 20XX could be 2002. You know what I mean?
Oh.
It could be 2002, but it could also be 2099. Looking at
Yes.
you, my man Miguel.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they massacred Miguel.
Ooh.
Miguel.
Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099, who is not. He's not supposed to be that fashy and evil.
Yeah, the evil
He
depressed
He
spider
is
from
so
Spider-Man.
calm. He is so calm. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Miguel O'Hara is supposed to be the most worthy boy.
Well, now that we're talking about Spider-Man and not Command Line, I think we're ready to move on. I think that's the wrap
I'm-
up.
Yeah, I'm just.
Good night, liners.
Oh,
Or
my
maybe
my
not.
last word is, I guess, like, I have a second build option because of putting the flame sword in there. Because I took the speed legs.
Yeah.
Speed legs and the accumulation energy generator.
Yeah.
Like those two stay static, and you pivot between shield plus gun and shield plus sword, and those, you know,
They talk.
they afford themselves to different modes of interaction wildly. In that, like, are we being dash and slash, or are we being shoot and reposition?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. One
But
thing
nothing
I'll
in
say
the
about
middle.
those speed legs. The speed legs are reverse jointed,
Yeah.
much like your goat legs.
Hell yeah.
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
I would love it if they were on backwards and I was trying to use them like normal legs, and then I just like turn around. And I'm like, oh, these are how they're supposed to be used. That's why I was fucking up earlier.
There you go. Whenever it gets adapted into gets a manga adaptation tie-in, the 4 coma for this chapter is that.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. It's canon.
We did it. I would love a little thought balloon on Jack of like, because Sheila, you also took the speed legs, right?
No, I took the
speed
gyroscope.
legs.
Okay, all right. Danny took the speed legs, and I'm like, are your legs on backwards? I guess things are just jank in the future, and then I don't think about it.
Right, because you're so used to the inverted. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. It's really easy to get into the gamist nature of this, of what is in front of us, and I think I'm going to really enjoy that. I feel like
Me too.
It's not like there's no emotional stakes, but I feel at ease in a way, where I feel very much like we have room for play,
Mm-hmm.
and not just like stage play. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you know, I always like a little bit of crunch.
Yeah, we had to build up to it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The narrative had to get to the place where, like, okay, combat is now the main thing that the characters do, so the character sheet reflects that.
Yeah. We started as normal humans.
I think this last one is like cool.
That's pretty cool. I'm trying to, like, I don't think it would make your fever last less. Anyways, I think we're gonna wrap there.
Yeah.
I'll be looking at these submissions later, and I'll codify some of them, probably.
You're
All right, good night, liners.
Okay. Good night, liners.
Nightliners.
Bye.